Hey guys, Tyler here on my channel, and today, well, also known as Tiny Ty for those of you who don't know, we're here on my channel, which can be very goofy, but also very serious. So today, I think I did a book review on this channel one other time, but then I think I have it on private because it was just kind of bad quality with my old, it was one of my old Android phones. I did it like a year or two, no, it was probably like 2 years ago when I had an Android. So yeah, it was no good. So this is technically my first on this channel that's left on here. Most of my videos aren't about this, and I just figured this would be really fun because I'm really enjoying this book. And I also take a literature class at school online right now on Zoom with this whole quarantine stuff, so I figured this would be kind of fun to do. If you see me kind of looking around, it's because these squirrels keep fighting around here, and I get distracted easily, so I got headphones in so that way you could pick it up better. Yeah, you probably picked that up on the laptop and everything. So the mic is somewhere around, oh, it's like on here or something. So yeah, yeah, I'm going to be reviewing Nimona. It is by Noelle Stevenson, who also I can't think at the moment off the top of my head, but She-Ra and the Princess of Power. It's on Netflix. She helped make some characters and everything, so I forgot what you call it. Is it called like co-host? I don't know. I don't know. Ty doesn't know at the moment. Alright, so let's get into it a little bit. So the cover, this might have spoilers, so if you don't like any spoilers whatsoever, please click off of this. This video is not for you. So on the cover we have Ambrosius Goldyloin. I can't even pronounce it, but then we got Blackheart, and that's Nimona right there. It's a real cool cover, and if you go like this a bit, like turn it, you can see in the background all the symbolizations it has on here of different animals and stuff, of what Nimona can turn into. She could turn into more than this, but it's just like throughout the book it's kind of previewing what animals she turned into. I don't think it shows every single animal. I would have to look, but a good amount of them. There might have been some that aren't on, well, maybe it is all on here, I don't know. It might be, I would have to check, but if any of you guys know, comment below if you read this book. But if you're somebody who's just wondering if they want to read Nimona, this book is for you. If you like quicker reads, like it looks longer, but it's really a pretty quick graphic novel read. And if you're someone who's a teenager or even below that, you would be able to understand most of this. And this book can be for adults. It's like good because it's for like anybody really. So that's what's good about this. So the back says Nemesis, dragons, science, and symbolism. That's all included in this book. So I'll read to you the back really quick. Nimona. So as sidekick and supervillain, Nimona and Lord Blackheart are about to wreak some serious havoc. Their mission proves to the kingdom that Sir Ambrosius Goldenloin and his buddies at the Institution of Law Enforcement and Heroics aren't the heroes everyone thinks they are. Nemesis, dragons, science, and symbolism. All these and more await in this brilliantly submersive, sharply irrelevant epic from Noelle Stevenson, based on a award-winning web comic. So they're actually planning on making a movie off of this in 2022 about, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, it was supposed to be a little sooner, but with the whole quarantine, they kind of had to make it like wait a little while on the production and everything. But I think that's really cool. So if you're someone who likes books to turn into movies, or I thought that was pretty cool. So this book is about a girl named Nimona, of course, right? She is something called a shapeshifter, which means she can turn into anything that is alive. So she could basically turn into, like, look at the cover. She could turn into a dragon. She could turn into a cat. She could turn into a bat. She could turn into a fox. She could turn into a goat. She can turn into a human. She could. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, she is a human. Possibly not. Who knows? Like, I don't want to spoil everything, but yeah, who shapeshifts into different things. And the cool thing about this book is it shows a lot with identity and how it's okay to be different. This book does not at all show you that you have to be a girl, a boy. You can be whatever you want. You can dress however you want and still be normal. The whole focus of this book isn't on how they look. It's on who they are and personality wise. They make it so normalized in this book that it just feels like, wow, you don't even really notice until you notice, because they don't at all really glamorify or, the identities of each character. Um, I'm not gonna. This has a spoiler, so if you don't want to hear a spoiler, hurry and knock off here. But this has a nice little romance between Blackheart and Goldie. Goldie is a guy, or so we see. They might be transgender. They might be just gender nonconforming. They might just like to look a little more feminine. Nimona looks a little more masculine and a little more like punk, I guess, with the short shaved hair, and then she dyes her hair different colors throughout the whole book, which is really cool. Which people can relate to, because it shows it's not like it's not like a normal character that, they really go against gender stereotypes and in general in this book. And Blackheart is all manly and, but he was with Goldie Loin on a romantic level, and there's many reasons and theories to say why to this. There's even, a scene in there where they're hand holding, so like, I'm not telling you everything in the book, but I'm telling you there's going to be a little bit of stuff that you don't realize, before you read this book. So this book, it doesn't say anything about being LGBT, but it is in its own way. It just doesn't come out and tell you that, and it shows you that in many different ways. And I looked up on the author, and the author actually is gay, so it's crazy how, not crazy, but it just shows that she put some stuff from her own personal life into this book and really made it to her own, and normalized what it's like to be these things, and nobody seems to care in the book. It's just how they are, and it's just what they want to do. This is in the future, this book is set in the future, but in a medieval type of time, way in the future, because they have futuristic things. Maybe in the future it's trying to tell us that down the line in real life, maybe we could one day all just accept each other for who we are. I myself identify as transgender, so this book was really I didn't expect it to be like that. I didn't know anything about this book before I got it. We read it in a class I'm in called graphic novel class. It's a fun little elective we have for an online class while we have this quarantine our teacher made. So I thought it was pretty cool, and I honestly didn't expect to like this book as much as I do, and it is really good. But there's a love-hate situation between Blackheart and Goldie Loin, because, well, I'm not going to say too much, but look at what do you think that is, guys? His arm is mechanical. Why? You're going to have to read and find out. But this book, I give it a 9 out of 10. No, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. One of the best graphic novels I've ever read in my life. I've read other ones, not a whole ton, but a good amount to be able to say this is my most favorite I've ever read so far. And I never really wanted to make a graphic novel review. Normally I like to read regular books where they're just writing, not pictures or anything. And when I did review a book on this channel, before I put them all in private, I had 2 of them on here. But this book is just really good, in my opinion. Really good. I don't think you're going to regret reading it. And if you're LGBT, read this, because it really normalizes things. You're going to really love it so much that you're just going to want to read it over and over. You're going to want to just harass Noelle Stevenson and tell her, make a second, Nimona, make a second. Or make some more books. You're so good at what you do. Thank you guys so much. Subscribe if you guys are new. See you next time. Peace. Stay goofy.